Hello my gorgeous cuties out there and welcome. In today's video, I wanted to do the part-time YouTuber tag. I was watching some people that I follow do this and I thought it was fun and it would give me a chance to share a little bit more about myself. But before we get into this video, if you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Bree and I am just a crazy lover of all things beauty and I like to post a lot of fun, colorful makeup content. So if those are things you like to watch, then please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. But with that being said, let's get into this video. Alright my loves, welcome. I love doing tag videos. I think it's so fun because it gives you a chance to get to know the person doing the tag and have them share more than just like makeup stuff. Now I do a lot of makeup tags, but this one is more about my background and like things like that. And I was ultimately inspired to do this from Teresa is Dead. I love her channel. She's hilarious. You should definitely follow her if you haven't because she's amazing. So I don't know where you've been at, but I was watching hers and I was like, I think this is so cool and interesting. And my channel has been growing. I've gotten new subscribers, so I thought this would be a chance to share with you guys that are new here, as well as you guys who have been here from like the start to get to know me a little bit more, since this gives me an opportunity to talk about myself and not necessarily just talk about like, you know, makeup stuff. So I will make sure to link Teresa's video below, as well as other YouTubers that I watch do this video, and I'll try to find the original creator. I'm not sure who it is, but if I can find them, I will link their video too. So the first question is, what is your main gig? Do you work full-time? Are you a student, a parent? Now, I'm not a student and I'm not a parent. I don't have any kids. I have 2 cats. That's pretty much it. But I do work full-time for a bank and I work on the corporate side. So I don't work like in a branch where you go and like get money and stuff like that. I'm pretty much a back office and our department is under wealth management, and I work on like managing real estate for big like trust and estate accounts. So it's not that exciting. It's a lot of numbers. It's pretty boring, but I actually do like my job and the people that I work with, and it's really fun. Now, I don't know how I ended up in finance because my background is in like forensics and criminal justice, and I thought I would be like working in law enforcement, but just where life took me, I ended up in finance, and it's also a really good field to work into. So it's opened a lot of more opportunities for me. Then the next question is, what made you want to start YouTube? And I started YouTube a while ago, kind of fell off for a little bit, but when I originally started it, I was doing fashion and like try on hauls, and I really wanted to spread like body positivity and confidence and just embracing who you are and being comfortable in your own skin. And I feel like even with my transition to doing more like makeup stuff, I'm still trying to promote that because I used to be like very insecure, uncomfortable with my body. I felt like I wasn't beautiful, and I got to a point where I was like, you know what, I'm beautiful just the way I am. And I was watching other like YouTubers who like inspired me and helped me work on my confidence. So I wanted to also spread that to other people. So that is why I originally started YouTube, as a way to grow my confidence and help other like people feel confident in their own skin. But that is why I started YouTube, and that is still part of my journey on here, is just spreading positivity and being like a happy, safe space for people, and just have fun and enjoy being in our skin. Like ultimately, I just want everyone to love themselves because that is like so important for our lives, and this also helps me love myself more, and it's just like a exchange of positivity. That was my goal for this channel, and it's still my goal for this channel. So the next question is, what is your channel about? Do you stick to one niche or do you cover a few? Now, I only concentrate on makeup now, like with reviews, like makeup looks and stuff. Before, I used to also do like the fashion and the makeup, but I realized that I enjoyed the makeup more than the fashion part. Like I still love clothes and outfits and stuff, but the whole like filming process with makeup I found way more enjoyable, and I feel like it's easier to just concentrate on like one like subject. And that is why I'm like only makeup now. I feel like maybe one day if I grow more, I could do more of like a fashion thing, maybe do a separate channel for fashion again. But really I just do makeup on this channel, and every now and then maybe I could see myself doing a fashion haul or something fashion related, but really it's the makeup that I'm here, and it's the makeup that I like love the most and I'm just so passionate about talking about. So that is mainly what my channel is about. The next question is, did you always know YouTube would be a side gig, or did you / do you ever want to be a full-time YouTuber? I struggled reading that question, but I do not want to do YouTube full-time. I don't feel comfortable relying on YouTube for income because you have to make sure people like you have to stay relevant, and all of that is based on what other people think of you, and that just doesn't seem reliable to me. And honestly, I don't make anything on YouTube AdSense. Like, I barely make anything. This is more of a like passion project, a hobby, somewhere where I can be creative and connect with other people that love makeup, since I don't have anyone in my real life that likes to talk about makeup or who has any interest in makeup. So this is a way to connect to people in this kind of community, as well as be creative, because my job is like very financial, it's numbers, it's not creative at all. So this is like my outlet to express myself in a like creative way. So I believe YouTube will always be a side thing for me. I don't see it ever being a full-time job. So the next question is, what is your schedule like? When do you film? When do you edit? So because I work a full-time job Monday through Friday, I work a regular like work week. I usually film on the weekends. So I do the bulk of my filming on the weekends. Maybe I'll film like 3 or 4 videos, and then throughout the week I edit them. So when I come home on my downtime after work, I will like edit my videos and post them out through the week. That's the only way I can like function, because it's too hard to film during the week, because by the time I get home, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I want to go to the gym, I need to cook dinner, I just don't have the time. So that is how I have been working it out and like doing my whole like YouTube scheduling. So the next question is, how do you keep your YouTube channel organized? Do you plan videos ahead, or you just film when you feel like? So before, I used to just film whenever. Like an idea came to me, or I watched someone's video and I would just film willy-nilly. And when I was doing that, I wasn't being consistent on my channel. Before, I would just like post whenever, and now I'm trying to be more consistent. I'm trying to post at least 3 times a week, and I'm trying to shoot for like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Now, it doesn't always work out that way, but now that I have a plan, it makes it easier for me to be consistent on here. So now I have like a calendar where I write out what I want to have post that week, and then I like film those videos the weekend prior. And that is like the best method for me right now. It's been making me be a lot more consistent on my channel. Now, sometimes things get switched around, or I try to keep in mind when I've ordered something and when it's expected to arrive, because if I want to do a review, I kind of schedule when I think I'll be able to get that review posted. So this has been really good for me and really helped me be a better YouTuber. So I have to plan, because having a full-time job and then also having things in your personal life you have to work on, you have to plan it out. At least I do, because that's the only way I'll be somewhat of a decent YouTuber on here. The next question is, how do you feel about sponsored videos on YouTube? Have you, or would you ever do one on your channel? I have no issues with sponsored videos. All I care is that the person is transparent and upfront that it's sponsored, but I'm never going to hate on someone making money, especially like if this is just a hobby and you can also make money out of it. Why not? Get your money. That's how I feel. I just want people to be honest about the sponsorships. That's all that matters to me when it comes to that. I don't like have an issue. I don't get like upset if the video is sponsored. It doesn't bother me one bit. Now, would I do a sponsored video on my channel? Of course I would. If there was ever a brand that came to me that I wanted to work with and I really liked their product or wanted to feature it on my channel, I would do a sponsored video. Who wouldn't want to make money doing this? I would love to make some extra cash if I could. Now, I would never do a sponsorship that was from a brand or a thing that I don't support. It has to align with like what I'm into, my values, and what I support for me to do a sponsorship, but I would do one. Now, I'm a small YouTuber and I don't have like people trying to sponsor my videos, but if the opportunity ever arises and there's a brand that reaches out to me that I would love to work with, I would definitely do one. So that's how I feel about sponsored videos. I don't know why people get so upset by them. Personally, it doesn't bother me one bit. So the very last question is, what do you think is the biggest challenge of doing YouTube part-time? And I feel like this is probably going to be a very common answer that most people would say, is having the time management. Like, I'm not the best person with managing my time. I'm not the most organized person. So having the time to go to work full time, to film YouTube videos, to have time for my relationships and my personal life is really hard. We all have responsibilities and other things that we have to do outside of like our hobbies and our full-time jobs. So that is the hardest part, is having the time and making sure you can fit it in without it being something that's stressful. Because sometimes I stress myself out. Like I'm like, oh, I have to go to work and I have to do this, but I also want to film a video and I didn't post anything and I'm not being consistent, and that will stress me out sometimes. And just there's just never enough time in the day, and I feel like that's the hardest part. But I feel like now that I've been more organized and planning things out, my time management has gotten a lot better. But really, being a part-time YouTuber, the biggest, hardest thing is just having the time to sit down and film, and then having the time to edit and post it. Because the filming part is the fastest part, actually. It's the editing and the posting and putting all your like descriptions and tags that take forever. So I think that's the hardest time when you do this part-time, because you have other, things that you have to focus your time on as well. So that was all the questions for this tag. I had a lot of fun doing this and talking with you guys and sharing a little bit more about myself. But you will have to let me know in the comments below, what are your thoughts? What did you think of my responses? And if you do have a YouTube channel and you do it part-time and you want to do this tag, please link me in it. I would love to see your answers to these questions. Also, if you're new here and you enjoyed this video, you like a lot of fun, colorful makeup content, then please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. I'd love to have you here. Also, don't forget to check out the description below. I will link other YouTubers' videos that did this. I will have all the questions down below, and I will also have other videos of mine you might be interested in watching, as well as my contact and my social media platforms. I'm also on Instagram as Breezy Lifestyle and Breezy_beauty. So if you want to check me out there, I would really, really love that. But guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, for hanging out with me for a bit, and just being here. I really appreciate all of y'all. But I hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world, and I'm just sending you all so much light and love. But until next time, bye guys.